Hello, my name is Itzel Gonzalez and I will talk about of interest rates in times of the coronavirus. One of the first monetary politic reactions to the crisis caused by COVID-19 was to reduce the reference interest rate, a conventional tool by central banks. These actions, as touted by the 27 and 20 financial crisis, must be swift and large scale given the limited short-term impact. In the case of deployment economics, the effective of this tool is recycled given the low rates that have prevailed in the last decade. This is not the case of the Mexican economic that entered the recurrent crisis in the regressive path of the economic cycle, and with a reference rate of 7.25%. On May 14, Banxico cotised for the two times this year to lower up reference interest rates, leaving it at a level of 5.5%. These provisional are still insufficient. The benchmark rate in Mexico is hit gets almost its Latin America peers, followed by Colombia, Brazil, Chile, and Peru. And a relevant factor to consider in the between the movements in the reference interest rate and the impact of the real economic. The level on deployment and underemployment will be hybrid. Data of INEGI March 2020 showed that 55% of the employment population was in the condition of job vulnerability and 27% were in the informal sector. This part of the population has been directly affected in the recent months and displayed to the reopening of mobility. We will having see a producer reaction that improves the income. The deflationary environment in which we find oscillate and the recent prediction and avoid public interaction of the government indicates that rise caused by a reduction in the recent interest rate. The current annual inflation rate of 2.15% that Banxico barely takes half of the necessary goods. In the pandemics, unlike natural disasters of wars, there is no destruction of physical infrastructure and the threat no accelerated increase in the economic activity general by reconstruction efforts. Finally, it's highly likely that with the spread, uncertainty will lead to increased savings to leverage compensation levels. With advances, economics have benefit for the lower cost of indebtedness for more than a decade in Mexico due to the over indebtedness of past governments, the retrocession of the budget destined to pay interest of the comparably with the destined to help of education. Condition between fiscal and monetary public is essential to strengthen demand and avoid the perseverance of the weakness in the labor market that has already been observed. Aggressive and accelerate reduction of the target rates would contribute to the effort that the state is making to protect the lives and labors of the most vulnerable sector. That's all, and thanks for your attention.